Josh Raven here with the Daily Dot at E-League, joined by FNS from TSM. Unfortunately, off the loss to Fnatic in the semi-finals. However, I think there was just a bit of a silver lining there. First off, able to take a map off of arguably one of the best teams in the world right now.
Yeah.
How did you guys pull that together, and what was your thought process during that game?
Winning the pistol and not getting eco'd on that Mirage CT was big, and then we kind of just rode the momentum from that point on. I mean, we still had a lot of mistakes on Mirage, but I think the only difference was, with this Fnatic, on that map at least, they didn't punish any of our mistakes, for the most part at least. And then we had an 11-4 half going into T-side, lost pistol, and then they kind of made a sort of a comeback, and we're like, here we go again. Probably going to lose, or at least, well, that's not what you're thinking, but you're just like, shit, they're coming back again. And then, yeah, I guess we were able to close it out. Automatic had like a huge 1v1. I think it was a 2v1, and that kind of like pushed us over the finish line, I guess, on that map.
Yeah, and obviously map 1 fairly close as well. Map 2, you guys got the win. Unfortunately, on map 3, it kind of all fell apart.
Yeah.
I'm wondering, what was your kind of preparation for map 3 between games? What were you thinking, and why it kind of seemed to fall down? Although you did make a little comeback towards the end.
Yeah. Well, we started CT. We had obviously the momentum winning Mirage. We thought, you know, let's just start CT on Cobble like we did on Mirage. We have a decent Cobble, honestly, on NNA. But we knew what Fnatic has done this weekend on Cobble, or at least this week. So we knew they were a strong team, and we didn't. Again, they made a lot of mistakes early on, and we didn't capitalize at all. Yeah, they won pistol, but they screwed our money over at that 3-1 round. It was that 5th round. It was like a 3v1, and we ended up just throwing it away because people weren't watching the right spots, and we got caught off guard. So when they were able to money screw us, we just kind of, it was 4-1, and then it was just a landslide from that point on.
And in the group stage, you went 0-6, not picking up a single win. It's a bit of a stark contrast, really, between your performance in the last couple of days to the performance today, where you actually were able to take the game to Fnatic. You know, what changed for you guys? What was said in between the days? You know, what kind of picked you up for this semi-final?
It's actually a joke we were making. We're just like, I don't know why people are trying so hard in this group play. It means nothing. If we play Fnatic, we'll beat them, right? That was just obviously, we were kidding. We were obviously trying really hard to win, but again, I think the tournament favors all the top teams here because well, actually it favors everybody because like that seeding aspect of the game kind of warms you up for what's to come. And so those early games we kind of took as warm up a little bit, and also to like see like what our level was compared to these teams. Obviously, we're not, as a team, we're new to the international scene, so we kind of wanted to see what we were capable of. And when we had close games versus Faze, games we should have won, I felt like. We knew we were right there, and playing Fnatic obviously sucks. Like, you don't want to play Fnatic, so kind of sucked that we didn't get a map off Dignitas. If we had, we probably would have been playing Faze, which we would have had, in our opinion, we would have had a higher chance of beating. So, I mean, taking a map off Fnatic's nice, but I guess, I mean, it sucks, but
yeah. I mean, you were slightly pegged down by having to use a sub in the form of Cadian, although he did fairly well in this in this week. But did it hurt you not being able to use Twistzz? Obviously, kind of a young guy, up-and-coming talent. If he had been here, would you have expected to perhaps take the game a little bit closer against Fnatic? Maybe even take the win, although, you know.
I'm going to be honest, if Twistzz was here, I really think that just because of the teamwork and coordination we had with him and the practice that we had with him, we definitely wouldn't have even been playing Fnatic. I think, in my opinion at least, we probably would have been playing Faze or Dig, based on the way Dig's performance wasn't that great. And then, like, well, against us it was, but not against the other teams. And I feel like we maybe would have gotten a map off Faze or even Fnatic early on. So in the group stage, we definitely would have done a little bit better, maybe played somebody else other than Fnatic. But I don't know that we would have gotten a map off Fnatic. I feel like maybe they took their foot off the gas and kind of underestimated us on the second map. So, yeah, we won, great, but like it's just, you know, you lost the series, so it doesn't really matter.
Okay, now stepping back a little bit from E-League and talking about the team, TSM itself, during the first formation of the team and somewhat following the next few months, because of the transition obviously from Astralis to the North American side, there was quite a bit of negativity around the side, and I wanted to know if that had an impact on your growth as a team or on you as a player, dealing with the negative comments that you were receiving?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, it obviously sucks when everybody hates you. I mean, that's obvious. So, like, when everybody was like, oh, yeah, this is such a downgrade for TSM, such a bad decision, obviously in our heads, we know what we're capable of as individuals and as a team. And we believed in each other, so we were like, yeah, we're fine, you know? Like, it's not a huge deal. It's not like we stay up at night thinking about these people that just talk shit about us. But, you know, you're always going to have your fair share of haters. We obviously proved a lot of teams wrong, or people wrong here by, you know, coming close to beating some of these teams. So, hopefully we gain some fans in that aspect, or that respect rather, and I hope that we, continue to improve.
And speaking of continuing to improve, what's the next step for TSM? What are you guys looking forward to do next? What's the growth going to be looking like in the next few weeks?
ECS is our next tournament. It's probably like a week, I think, actually less. So we're going to prepare a little bit for that. We have like 2 days of preparation before heading there to London. So that's going to be huge. Our group, I think, is Cloud9, Astralis, Fnatic, which is, of course, I swear to God, I'm cursed with having Fnatic in my groups. But obviously it's going to be a huge, huge experience boost for Twistzz and Sick. Obviously this is Twistz's second LAN, Sick's second LAN, and this is going to be Twistz's second LAN, this ECS one coming up. So it's obviously going to be huge for experience, and we're going to see what we're capable of there as well.
Well, maybe you guys can take some revenge against Fnatic. Thank you very much for joining me today, FNS.
No problem.